One is the talent. Talent is something which is on the surface, which is before you, which is before everyone. Everyone knows what you can do and what you have done. Talent is the performance, and performance is the talent. So, what you have brought, the overall result and the outcomes that you bring on the table on the surface is your talent. That is the proven talent. That is the capability that you have shown and you have proven that this is what you can do, and you've proven that. Now, the big question is that your limitation? That's where comes the potential. And the potential is always hidden. That's the inherent potential, which is more than you can imagine, which is unlimited, which can take you to a place you cannot even imagine, whether it is whether in the individual capacity or in the team capacity or in the business situation, or whether you are looking at your organization. So you have to look at the organizational overall performance today, but that does not determine organizational potential to perform better tomorrow. Same is the situation with the team. The team has produced X. That does not mean it is over. Team can produce three times the X that the team has produced in the next fiscal year. And same is the situation with the individual. Whatever is your overall outcome, you are satisfied or not satisfied with that, you're happy and you are outstanding today, that does not end the story. The story does not end there. That's the beginning of the story. Since you have given your performance, since you have proven, you have brought the outcome on the table, that is your performance. That tells you that there is more in you. And that more is the potential that you have. And how do you unleash that potential further? So potential requires you to continuously do ideation, do dreaming. I think the first thing that is important for bringing out the potential is to dream further. Dream bigger. When you attach dream and purpose together, you become very stronger. You are in alignment with yourself. And when you are in alignment with yourself and you have a goal and you have a purpose, that is when you start thinking innovative ideas and creativity comes out. And that's when you start exploring the potential. And that's when you surprise yourself. This applies to both the organization and the individual and the team. So two aspects is what I wanted to discuss today. First is the talent. Now, talent in terms of the performance. So, the existing performance of the organization, the existing performance of the team, existing performance of the individual is not the end. It is the beginning and it is the baseline performance, not the end performance. So, what you should do, add 30 to 40% higher goals. Remember, things are becoming expensive. Your organizational expenses will be 10 to 20% more the next year. So, if you do not unleash your potential, 30 to 40%, and you if you do not increase the revenue and the profitability, it's not going to work for you. To sustain in the business, to stay in the business, it's very important for you to think innovative. All these efforts all around that are happening is only for one reason, that is to unlock the organizational potential. When I sum up from the lens of 5-dimensional leadership, I say unleash potential for each of the dimension. That's very important. Sometimes we will talk about what it means. Your potential is what you can bring on the table the next 3 months, next quarter, and the next quarter, and the next quarter. That is why it is extremely important to have a short term and a long term strategic goals. These strategic goals are nothing, but they are designed in a way that they unleash the best of the potential of the organization. The potential of the organization is the potential of the team, potential of the individuals, and that's how it works.